Hey guys, wanted to do a makeup tutorial today using only beauty supply products. Well, mostly beauty supply products. Actually, this is the Kiss makeup. It is in color 410 Deep Honey. And this is the Kiss Pro Touch Liquid Foundation. It is not it's supposed to be a full coverage foundation. It's not matte. But when you're in the beauty supply store just looking around, sometimes, you just pick up shit. Anyway, so I picked up this Kiss Pro Touch Liquid Foundation. It is in the color 410. It is not matte. So, let's see how this works out for my oily skin. Okay, moving on. I also picked up from the beauty supply store, I picked up the Kiss Full Coverage Concealer. The concealer was $4.99, and I got the concealer in color 333, which is Cool Toffee. So you will see me adding the concealer as well. So I'm just blending the foundation out. The foundation it wasn't very watery, but it was a little watery. The consistency of the foundation, I mean, I guess it's good for the summer because it's not too thick. So anyway, let me move on. I'm doing my eyebrows now, and I'm also using the Kiss Slim Brow Pencil, and it is in brown black. What I did like about this pencil was because I had my foundation on first. Sometimes if you put on your foundation first and then you try to do your brow after you've applied foundation, it could be a little difficult for the color to show up because the foundation is a little slick, But with this brow pencil, I was impressed that it actually showed the color and it was easy to apply. So the pencil is very thin, which I did like, which makes it easy to define your brow. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just defining my brow, making little small hair strokes in the head of the brow because my hair is thinning there. Hey, whatever. But anyway, so that's what the makeup is for. So I'm just adding little small strokes there because I like the more defined brow. So yes, I'm just showing you the pencil. So I do like the pencil. And and I think that pencil was $3.99. And the color once again is brown black. So now I'll be moving on to my concealer. So this is the concealer from Kiss, and it has a sticker on it that says #1 concealer. So, I don't know who made that choice, but anyway, that's what it says. Once again, the color is Cool Toffee 333. Now, the consistency of this concealer is not very thick. I think the LA Girl Pro concealers, I like those better, actually. They give a little more coverage, but this concealer was $4.99. I believe the LA Pro concealers are a little bit cheaper, or at least around the same price. And if anything, I will have #1 concealer on that brand. But moving on, I wanted to test it out, and that's what I'm doing. So I am just using the concealer as a base for my eyebrow and my eyelid because I'm going to be applying some eyeshadow, and I like to have a base on my eyelid before I apply the eyeshadow. So now I'm just defining my brow so that it can stand out. That's the purpose of going around the brow with the concealer. But like I said, this concealer is not it's not a bad concealer. It's just a little thin. So I guess that's probably good for some people. It's not horrible for me. I mean, I just wanted to test it out because when I'm in a beauty supply store, I can't help myself. If I see a stand of makeup, I got to go over there and take a look. So I wanted to see how this brand does as far as the foundation and the concealers, because I use a lot of Kiss products as far as like their pencils. Never tried their foundation before, so I'm curious to see what it does. So I'm blending it out using a beauty blender. I should have used a brush because using that beauty blender, like I said, the consistency of that concealer is a little watery. So using the sponge, a damp sponge, wasn't the best choice. I should have used a brush. So I'm just showing you guys the pencil once again. So let's see what I do next because I don't remember. Let's see. Let's stay tuned. Is this shit recording? I hope so. Anyway, guys, I am moving on to, what am I doing? Oh, concealer. I told you the concealer was thin, so I had to add some more because I was like, this shit ain't showing up, you know? So I had to add a second layer of concealer because it's so thin. It's like water. And like I said before, I used the Beauty Blender, which I should have put that down and just used a brush. Maybe I would have got better coverage that way. So I was just using the tools I had around me. Now I decided to go back in and try to redefine that brow once more, give it a little more sharpness. And, you know, it's just, like I said, the concealer is just watery. So would I buy it again? No. But I had to try it out because I was curious. And I feel like paying $4.99 for something that I got to use twice is a waste of money. When I could just pay a little bit more or either buy the LA Girl Pro Concealer and use it one time. That shit didn't cover like I wanted it to. I'm older. I need a little bit more concealer. Okay? Not no water shit. This shit was like water. Look at this bullshit. Doing this shit twice. That's double the work. I don't know who the hell put number one choice on here, number one concealer on here. What does this say? This say, there's some shit the company don't put on there because it couldn't have been by consumer choice. So that's a lie. Because I'm a consumer and I'm choosing not to choose as number one because this, no. I won't be revisiting this again. Yeah, I had to put the concealer on twice, guys, because see, and then see how it blends out? It's like water. It's very watery. I mean, maybe I found a use for it later, but, you know. And I don't know why the hell I picked that sponge up again, knowing that first time I did it, it just soaked into the sponge. So, see, I was watching TV, trying to do my makeup and halfway paying attention. So that's why that's that way. But yeah, so anyway, guys, I used a sponge once again. Well, I'm looking crazy in the mirror like, what the fuck? This shit ain't doing nothing. Moving on. And plus, this is my first time trying this brand, so I didn't know what color to get. So I'm trying to make what I picked up work. God damn, girl, how many times you gonna put on concealer? Is this? Yeah, like I said, I'm fussing. You can't see me fussing, but if you could read my lips, I'm saying, what the fuck is going on with this concealer? I mean, it's like water, and I still ain't figured out that bitch is blending in the sponge. It's blended in the sponge, and not into your skin. So I finally decided to pick up a brush. I finally decided, bitch, use a brush. Use a brush. Why are you using that damn damp ass sponge? And you know this concealer is watery. Okay, so anyway, guys, let me get back to the tutorial. So I'm decided to finally use a brush so that I can get better coverage, okay, after the third attempt with this concealer. I think I've just given up on the concealer by now. I'm over it. I'm over it. Won't be purchasing that again. Once again, this is the supposed to be full coverage concealer by Kiss. I don't agree. So now I am setting the concealer with some translucent powder. I didn't have any translucent powder by Kiss, so I just used what I had around me, and I think this is the one size by Patrick Starr translucent powder. So I set that concealer. It looks a little light, but it's gonna be okay at the end. So what I'm doing now, guys, is I always put my glue on my eyelashes early because I like for my glue to kind of dry down a little bit so it won't be so difficult to apply. Because if you do it too early, as far as the glue, it's gonna slide all over the place. So I do my glue on my lashes while I'm still applying my makeup. So now I grabbed the Ruby Kisses. I think this is Ruby Kisses concealer and contour palette, and that was like $4.99, and it is a cream. It's a cream foundation. So I mean, it don't give a, I like it. I liked it because it's light. It's a little thin, meaning it's not like a heavy cream. So I thought it would, I needed to add a little more color back to my face. So I had to grab that palette, which I picked that up too at the beauty supply store. Now that I will probably purchase again. But I have a lot of makeup, so I got to remember that I have it. But this is okay. I was okay with that because it gave me some color back in my face. Now I am picking up the Kiss Full Coverage Matte Powder, and I'm rolling my eyes because the color is light, and I was like, this gonna be some bullshit. So I'm setting my under eye and the areas that I have highlighted. So it's okay for that. So the powder ended up being okay. I mean, just using to set my highlighted areas anyway, but I was at that particular time, I was a little bit over it with the Kiss product. So I was over it, but I had committed myself to it, so I had to go ahead on and finish. All right, so now I'm going into one of my favorite palettes. It is the Jaclyn Heal palette. And I've been using this palette. I know they tell you, your makeup goes bad after a year or whatever. It's some bullshit. I've been using this palette right here for, I know, about 3 years. So, hey, if it's bad, shit, I'm gonna move on. I'm using my shit I paid for it. So, anyway, this is the Jaclyn Heal palette, and what I'm doing is more of a neutral type eye. So I am applying a deeper color of that burnt orange brown into the outer V of my eye, just to give it a little more depth. So the way that I like to do my makeup, as far as my eye makeup, is I like to start off with my crease color, which is going to be my transition color 2. Blend that out. Then I'll go into the outer V with a darker shade that's in the same color family, and then I'll overlap it with something even darker in the same area of the eye. So that's what I'm doing there. So now I'm going in with a eyeliner brush, and I am putting a dark brown underneath the waterline, because I also put that dark brown in the outer V to give it even more depth. Okay, and I think I put some eyeshadow, a neutral color eyeshadow, on my lid, but for some reason it didn't record that because I'm using my old camera, and me and that old camera, I'm trying to figure out, I don't want to keep her ass in that because she's been giving me some problems. But I'm like, shit, I'll spend my money. When I bought this camera, it was expensive as shit. So I'm still trying to make her work, guys. And I've had this camera for about 10 years, so bear with me. So now I am putting on some face powder, and I'm using it as a bronzer. And this is also a drugstore beauty supply brand. I think this is a Black Radiance. So I'm using that Black Radiance powder and just giving my face a little more color and definition, because it looks so flat with that light color, so I gotta add some more definition to my face. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm just taking a flat brush, and I'm going in and just buffing some of that out around the nose and stuff. So now I am using, okay, here we go.
This bitch go back in the head. This ain't working out.
Okay. I don't know if y'all heard what the fuck I said, but
You got
big booty problem. Okay, I'm sitting on the stool that I got from out by Attic, y'all. And as I spraying the setting spray, the bitch started deflating. I said, oh shit. So big booty problems. That happens when you got a big booty, y'all. The weight of that butt just kind of, little motherfucking stool couldn't take it no more. It's like, bitch, get up off me. So anyway, back to the tutorial. I am now putting on some liquid eyeliner. This is Loreal's liquid eyeliner. I like L'Oreal products as far as their eye products. L'Oreal has one of the best eyeliners that I've tried to date. I mean, I've purchased a lot of expensive products because I'm kind of a makeup junkie, but I have to admit, L'Oreal has the best eyeliner. They have a deep, intense black eyeliner for the waterline. That's the deepest, darkest black that I've tried. I love the eyeliner. So anyway, this is their liquid eyeliner, so I figured I'd pick that up, and so far so good. I like it. I think I'm gonna try a tutorial with using L'Oreal products, because I haven't really tried L'Oreal's foundations other than the powder. Anyway, I'm applying my lashes. Those lashes have been sitting since I have been doing my so that's that pencil I was talking about. The lashes have been sitting since I've been doing my makeup. So that's a trick too, guys. Wait and let that glue sit a little bit, because I've had some clients tell me, can't put on false lashes. Well, it's probably because you're doing it too soon. And let that glue, dry down a little bit. Sometimes you might have to add a little extra glue to the inner corner or the outer corner, but it's really easy as long as the glue is with the little brush. Now I am applying, now I am applying the lip liner. And the lip liner said this was deep red. So when I put it on, I was expecting red. That shit is pink. It's pretty, but it's pink. It's not red, guys. So it's a little, deceiving because it looks red from the tube, but once you apply it, it's pink. So I was like, they fucked up on that because that's not red, that's pink. So I was expecting red, and this is also one of the Kiss products, and it is actually pink. So that kind of threw me off. So I decided to add some pink frosted lipstick that I have, and I think this is a Beauty Supply Store brand as well. This is this lipstick is, I can't even see the name of it, but it's an older lipstick, and it's I can't help you with that. Anyway, it's a pink frost. So now I'm going in with some lip gloss, and this is I think this is Cali Lip Plumping Lip Gloss from Cali Cosmetics. And this color is, I don't know, it's from Cali Cosmetics, y'all. Thanks for watching.